You are listening to another AlwaysMoto production.
The AlwaysMoto podcast with your host, David Hogan. We talk moto events from around the world. All the injuries, all the training ins and outs, the bikes, parts and gear inspections, the results. We interview your favourite riders. It's the AlwaysMoto podcast. We occasionally have some coarse language and the odd stuff up along the way. If you don't like it or you don't agree with us, turn it off right now.
I'd like to remind you that he is not a doctor.
All right, it's round 2 in Redcliffe. We're in the pits just before most of the racing is going to start here. Bit of a check-in. Brodie, Connelly, mate, you missed out on round 1. Expected to see you on track, but you weren't there. What's going on?
Yeah, you're obviously not out there, but gutted. I had a pretty big get-off last Friday training at Park 4, so yeah, I'm a bit bummed. I tried to ride yesterday in quali, but yeah, I'm still sort of feeling a few effects from that, and yeah, got to go get some scans next week, and yeah, just got a bit of a sore wrist, so try to figure out what's going on with that.
They can be a bit fickle there, and especially obviously it's a contact point with the bike, so everything's going straight to it. So if it's not happy, it's not going to like it. So obviously you tried that quali and it just didn't happen. No strength or just too much pain?
Yeah, quite a bit of pain and just no strength. So yeah, I don't think I wouldn't have been able to ride at the level I wanted to, and yeah, I didn't really, want to go out there and roll around. Sort of, yeah, got some, some big races coming up and stuff like that. So yeah, just want to make sure I'm 100%, and don't want to go making anything worse and aggravating it more.
Disappointing because you had a really good building season last year, and I was hoping to see maybe you battling for that championship, but obviously missing the first 2 rounds. That's sort of out the window now, so you're just going to have to hopefully come back for round 3. I gather the status is a bit up in the air at this moment.
Yeah, we're not too sure yet. Going to get some scans up here tomorrow, and yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, obviously it's a little bit gutting. My first season last year I was 3rd, so yeah, we're looking to build on that this year. And yeah, I was feeling good in the pre-season, so yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, it's it's the sport we choose to do, and it's all part of it. So,
yeah. Well, worst case, if it doesn't work out for Connelly, you've got a decent gap there. Hopefully, you can be back and fit and healthy, and throw a couple of wins on the end of the season, around 4-5 maybe.
Yeah, that definitely would be the goal. Tick off some wins would be awesome. So yeah, we'll just take it day by day and see how we go.
All right, well, awesome. We'll enjoy the rest of the day just hanging out. Hopefully, we see you on the bike at the next one.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Brodie. All right, another post race. We've got Honda Racing's Australia, Alex Larwood. Alex, mate, pretty good weekend, really. This last moto of the night, awesome result. More of that for round 3 and 4, 5, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. That's the aim of the game. I was able to get my first Supercross win tonight, which was good. I mean, I was on the ground in the first turn in the first race tonight, so I just dug deep and rode my laps in the second one, and yeah, was able to come away with the win.
Yeah, it's got to feel nice, that candle burn happening there, and just solidify what you've been trying to work towards, I gather.
Yeah, for sure. We've been putting a lot of work in, and I'm at the stage where I feel pretty comfy on Supercross, and I feel like I can race it and attack it quite well. So yeah, we'll just keep building and keep chipping away.
It was Adelaide last year, you sort of took a big step up, right? And I felt like there was a bit of a home crowd support at that point, but you've obviously got another year under your belt, a bit more time on that track. You're actually probably one of the better on your team at this point in terms of SX2 class. You're outshining them, mate.
Yeah, it definitely feels good to sort of be, I'm not the top rider, but I've been up there both nights on the box. So yeah, hopefully we can just start chipping away and try to close down the points. I think I'm sort of 13 points down from first, but I mean, it's Supercross, anything can happen. We still got 3 rounds to go, so a lot of racing.
It's been pretty hectic, the racing. People running off the track everywhere, people getting bumped in corners. That disappear really quickly the other way. If Lux Turner, who we're talking about, who's at the 13-point gap in the SX2, he could have one of these nights or one of these races and it all turns around. So you're well and truly in this.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, anything can happen. So yeah, I'll just put my head down and try get some good starts in the future races and sort of put myself up there. I mean, if you get a bad start, it's hard to come through the pack with only 8 laps. It's sort of pretty much a sprint race for us boys. So, yeah, you just sort of got to work it out from the first lap and sort of go hammer and tongs.
Plan for the next 2 weeks up to Connelly? You got anything in the works to work on?
Not yet. We'll go back and review and talk to my coach Ross. I'm sure it's just business as usual. Go back to our normal training schedule and just stick to the same schedule, I suppose.
Yeah, all right. Consistency will probably work out. Appreciate time, Alex. Good luck. We'll see you in Cronulla.
No worries. Thank you.
All right, post-race, round 2, Redcliffe's. Double header this weekend. We've got Caleb Goullet with us. Mate, Caleb, interesting weekend for you. One, you're limping around like crazy right now. You had a little moment in the back wheel as you were just explaining with another rider. But LCQs, mate, you were in both of them this weekend, potentially in qualifying position in both of them, and we've just missed out, unfortunately, for a couple of different reasons.
Yeah, I struggled a lot this weekend, even yesterday with bike setup, so we changed a lot. By the time I come to qualifying, the LCQ, I actually got a good start. I was running third, and I got squirrely in one of the transitions and shot me off the track, so that stuffed my night. And then tonight, I was feeling all right. I was in a good position to go straight into the main, and then another rider decided to just T-bone me, and I ended up in his back end, and he just kept clutch dumping and kept ripping me back in. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one too, because I think you were 4th at that point. Yeah. So it wasn't like that was critical because we're taking 6 out of these LCQs. Yeah. So like you had some room, and it was only lap 3 or something of how many were you doing for the LCQ?
4. It was lap 2.
Yeah.
So this weekend's been a big ride-off for me. It's a shame because I've actually been feeling the best I ever have on the bike, and I've been riding really good. And it's just when I come to the race, this weekend I just honestly did not put it together at all.
I think there's some opening round jitters, and everyone's real keen. And obviously the track, you've got to get your own adrenaline down. Yeah. But look, hopefully you can get this all sorted back out before next round, because you've only got 2 weeks.
I fly off to India next Monday, so I'm racing Indian Series, so I miss Cronulla round.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you've recovered enough to get on the plane, mate. That's going to be the biggest part of this. So you're back with Big Rock?
Yeah, Big Rock Motorsports. So. Yeah, back with them on the Kawasaki over there. Got a call up the other day. They had a rider pull out, and they asked me if I wanted to come. So back with Mossy. So
that'll be awesome. Are you getting? Is this financially good for you at all? Or is it just the fact that you get to go and ride internationally that you've said yes to it?
Yeah, it's definitely the financial sides of it is a bonus. It definitely pays a bit better in Australia. So that's why I've decided to do these international races. They're good exposure, and they help a lot. They definitely help a lot with sponsorships in Australia.
Right.
So yeah, just doing all that type of races. And
how's the tracks and stuff over there? Because what I saw of it, and I only saw a little bit of it last year, or the year before, wherever that fell, they seemed like they weren't quite as busy in terms of using all the middle of the fields of a football field. They sort of more went around the edges. How was the builds?
It was quite like that, and it was also, they ran it in their peak summer, and it is stupidly hot over there.
Oh, awesome, great, yeah.
So it was very hot, very humid, but you know what? That series is going to take off. They're motivated, they're keen, they listen to the riders, and they just want to be better.
The names that I saw in their little IPL type draw auction series, there was a lot more this time around than last time. I think a few people looked at it and went, I don't know about that, but now that it's done 1 year, they're like, oh, well, maybe we can get involved in it, and it's awesome you've been called up again, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the whole structure, like how I think the 2-day event also works well as well. We do our practice qualifying on the Saturday, and then we race on the Sunday. And the tracks, they got a different track builder this year. It was a little bit sketchy last year.
Okay.
But a lot of it also had to do with they didn't have a posi track. So everything was dozer built.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, there was apparently, rumour I heard, there was not a single posi track in India.
I doubt that. Come on. Yeah, okay.
It's a big country with 1.8 billion people, but yeah. But no, I'm keen to go back. Hopefully I'm healed up and ready to go by then. This isn't really a major injury or anything. It's just I'm very sore and tender. So
tomorrow's going to be fun. Let's put it that way. When you go to wake up and swing the leg out of the bed, you're probably going to know all about it. But let's hope that it's quick. Maybe you're going to get some colour. Maybe send us a photo and we can get the arse cheek with the colour in it. That'd be great. But yeah, look, good luck in India. We'll see you at round 4 then.
Yeah, I'll be at Melbourne round 4 and 5, and then we'll head back over to India. But luckily I own a recovery centre, so I'll be...
That's right. What's it called? Thrive?
Thrive Centre, yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So you'll be there tomorrow morning, first thing, 9 a.m?
No, we fly out tomorrow night, so I'll be there Tuesday. Trying to recover as much as I can before I get on a flight for India. So.
All right. Well, good luck with all that. Thanks for chatting to us, and we'll see you in Melbourne.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Shane Mcelrath, mate. We thought at the end of last night with the win, we turned around that little bit of bad luck.
Yeah.
It got worse tonight. What happened?
Honestly, it's kind of funny.
Not really.
Yeah, it's we were trying hard. My starts were better tonight. I still struggled getting through the first corner.
That seemed to be where it went wrong, right? Because you were
Yeah.
there, but then you got bumped around and you were like mid-pack to back of the end, down that first rhythm line.
Yeah, it honestly, like the first main, I felt like I did a good start, and the guy on the inside of me, I was gonna try to drive it in deep. The guy on the inside of me, he drove it in deep, so I checked up and went to cut under, and everything was going fine, and I was like, oh sweet, I can get this whole shot, and just started to get on the gas, and both my wheels just went out from under me, and it was kind of just like, well, here we go again. Like, just got to get up and go. And it was honestly, the track tonight was tougher than last night. It was like,
It looked really shiny.
yeah, it was really shiny, and that's the thing is last night there was pretty good traction.
Yeah.
And tonight it was almost like the moisture came up or something, because it was not like it was last night.
Well, amazingly, as that last race finished, it just started to sprinkle.
Yeah.
So there's obviously a lot of humidity around,
Yeah.
and it's just made it like that sticky, weird-looking color, and
Yeah.
it's not actually any good to ride on.
Yeah, no, it was definitely technical, and the thing is, like, there wasn't really any alternative lines. It's like it was kind of like the last race. My start wasn't very good. I'm like, okay, well, let's just start charging, and it's just follow the leader. It's like I would catch somebody and try a different line, and then lose time and have to just go back to the normal line, and yeah, it's like, well, even going to try to make a block pass, it's like it's so loose and marbly that you're like, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to like drive it in. So it was definitely subpar. Like, just for me, it's like I should be a lot better. And the second race, honestly, like I was going as fast as like my traction was allowing. It's like I'm trying to be intense, but it's like you're sliding up the jump faces, and yeah, so it's definitely a bummer because I felt like I had. But yeah, that's what I had.
It did seem like watching a few people that had those issues on the start of the track, that when you did try to push through from the back and go faster, it got worse.
Yes.
Like people were shooting off the track when they were trying to come through, and I don't know, I didn't see you come off the track, but I think you probably had a few of those moments.
Yeah, no, I was feeling those moments all the way around the track. It's just trying to manage that, and that's where it's like you're on the verge of traction the whole time, and you get little twitches, and then we've got some bumps in the corners, so you're kind of like deflecting off those, and so the bike is never really that planted. So like the speed comes in the straightaways, and then you're kind of just working your way through the corners as fast as the traction will allow, and that's really how it goes. So yeah.
Look, probably happy to get out of Redcliffe this year, mate.
Yeah, I am a little beat up, but not as bad as I was last year. So yeah, we'll be back.
We'll be back. Well, we're not sure when we'll be back just yet, will we? So we're not sure when we'll see Shane Mcelrath back at the track.
true.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it'll be round 3, maybe not, maybe it'll be round 4.
Yeah.
We'll check in with you whenever that is.
Yes, sir. Good to see you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, mate.
The camera doesn't matter. Wherever.
Oh, we're going already. All right, we've hit the button. There we go. Post-race, Hayden Mellross, mate, privateer life. It was pretty good to you this weekend.
Yeah, no, it was. It's surreal. Like just going through the emotions of what I've accomplished tonight with my family is unreal. It's cool. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but at this end of the day, man, like my family just brought some drinks back now, and I think it's just time to just reflect, soak it in, and just enjoy the moment, mate.
You've got to at this point, man. Like, you just got 3rd overall in the SX1 on a privateer bike program you put together. I thought last one it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Tonight was better.
Oh, absolutely. I think tonight, last night I knew I had more in the tank. I was very tight and I wasn't myself. And then tonight I just said, look, execute a couple of good starts and just put it in. And I rode a lot better. I wasn't as tight. The last couple of laps I did get tired and got a bit of pumped up, but we made it work, mate. And look, the stars aligned tonight for me. It's probably not going to happen all the time, but I think if we just approach every event the way we are, we have been and continue to, anything's possible.
I think like your consistency in this weekend has been what's maybe brought you forward, because a lot of the other guys going ape for it and just throwing it away, and you definitely did not do any of that tonight. Like you had a really nice consistent night.
Well, I mean, I think that's it, right? Like I'm 30 now, and I've been I've had a lot of injuries and a lot of years off and sidelines, but I've also done a lot of racing and started Supercross at a young age. So I think I've done enough now to know what's required in a short round series. And on top of that, I think my whole career I've been a very consistent rider, and never usually the fastest, but always very consistent. And you're always going to have your bad races. You're always going to have races that you have setbacks and whatnot. That's racing, but just trying to be consistent and show up every weekend and every race. That's all we can do.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just keeping an eye on the truck that's trying to run us over here. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to bring up, you've got No Fear motocross gear back in a stadium for the first time pretty much ever. That's got to be pretty cool to be rocking that stuff as well, right?
Unreal. I haven't even got to my phone yet. I'm sure it's blowing up. But, when No Fear approached me, it was, I had to do it, I lost actually a few sponsors because I wanted to go with No Fear, which was bittersweet. But at the end of the day, I wanted to align myself, especially the back end of my career. I wanted to align myself with something that was very meaningful. And I started my career on a 50 with No Fear. Running the exact same gear that I'm running tonight.
So we have to do like a side-by-side photo?
I've got them. I've got the photos. I was at Elsinore in America. I took photos of Chad Reed and James Stewart in the gear. And for it to, it to be coming back, and now at the back end of my career running the gear, it was a no-brainer for me. And they've been unreal, and I'd love to continue to be a part of them and just help develop it. It's coming back, and I want it to come back in a good way. And if I can contribute a little bit, I'll be pumped for that.
Yeah, it's nice to work with good people with a company that you want to actually be involved with. So yeah, I can see why you maybe gave up the other sponsors to do what you're doing. But look, hell of a night. I'll let you go and enjoy it. Well done. We'll see you in Connelly.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Thank you.